this class we'll be learning about polynomial addition. So this is the example of how the polynomial addition takes place. The header files stdio.h and mat.h. First of all, we'll be declaring a structure named poly, where we'll be taking two variables, float coefficient and int exp, which stands for exponential. So the reason we have taken the coefficients data type as float is because even the coefficients value can be in decimal part, but taking it to exponential, always the exponential will be a whole number. So that's the reason its data type is int. So after the closing of the structure, declaration of polynomial is done. So struct poly, and we create four of the arrays: a of 50, b of 50, c of 50 and d of 50. 50 is the size of the array. Then inside the main function we take int I, declare degree 1, degree 2, klm is equated to 0. So after all this declaration, we will be taking the highest degree of poly 1 from the user. So degree 1 is the highest degree of polynomial 1. So after we take this input from the user, we will be running a loop so that we are able to get the simultaneous coefficients. If we take the value of the degree 1, for example, to be 5, so till I equal to 0 and I is less than equal to 5, we will be taking the coefficients of x bar 0 to x bar 5. So how is it done? Inside the for loop, we'll be asking the user enter the coefficient of x to the power, and we'll be arranging it to I. So scanf of type float, and we'll be using the reference operator a of I dot coefficient. So here we use a dot operator because the variable coefficient belongs to a structure, and it is always mandatory to use a dot operator while accessing the variable inside a structure. So entering the values in exponent of the polynomial terms. So the value of k is 0. So as long as we take the coefficients from as long as we take the value and coefficient of the x from from x bar 0 to x bar 5, we'll be taking simultaneously the exponential value as well. So in the first case where the loop runs, a of 0.exp equal to 0 because I equal to 0 in the loop. So here we can see a of 0.exp equal to 0. So here x bar 0's coefficient is taken. So as k plus plus, I also plus plus in the loop. So a of 1.exp equal to I. So x bar 1's value is taken. So if we take degree 1's value to be 5, so this loop runs till x bar 0 to x bar 5. So after taking the coefficient as well as the exponents term from the loop of polynomial 1, we do the similar programming with highest degree of polynomial 2. So the highest degree of polynomial 2 is degree 2. We'll be running a loop for I equal to 0, I less than equal to degree 2, I plus plus. We'll be asking the user to enter the coefficient of x till x. If we take the example of degree 2 to be 4, then from x bar 0 to x bar 4, we'll be taking the coefficient as well as an exponents from the user. So here we can see that we have seen a second array, that is b, and the size of this array is L. So as long as the value of L starts from 0 and as long as the loop runs, for example the degree of 2 is taken as 4, so as long as I is less than equal to 4, the value of x bar 0 to x bar 4 gets added, and the coefficient and exponents are taken as input from the user. So now after we get the values and the coefficients and the exponents of degree of poly 1 and poly 2, we'll be printing it in the output machine the following polynomials. So the first polynomial how we'll be printing is expression 1 equal to modulator dot 1f comma a of 0 dot coefficient. So here we should understand that The modulus operator dot 1f means the number of zeros which should be added after decimal point. So if we write modulus dot 1f, it means that something a unit point 0, for example 1.0. If it is modulus dot 2f, it means 1.00, and as long as how many value of 1f or 2f or 3f, the amount of 0 gets increased. So expression 1 equal to modulus operator dot 1f comma a of 0 dot coefficient. The reason behind a of 0 dot coefficient is, as a of 0 dot coefficient would obviously will be x bar 0, so we'll be directly printing x bar 0's value. So x bar 0 is obviously 1, so the direct value of expression 1 is added on directly using percentage operator dot 1f. So for the rest of the elements which start from x bar 1 to x bar 5, we'll be using a loop. So for I equal to 1, I less than equal to degree 1, I plus plus, and using this syntax form, which is printf plus modulator operator once again dot 1f x bar something, as long as a of I dot coefficient and a of I dot exp. So till degree 1, that is equal to 5, I less than equal to 5, we'll be printing the value of x bar 1 to x bar 5 along with its coefficient. Similarly for second polynomial also, we'll be printing the first term, and starting from the second term we'll be printing till the degree 2 value, that is 4. So for I equal to 1, I less than equal to degree 2, I plus plus, same syntax, modulus operator dot 1f x to the power of d, b of I dot coefficient and b of I dot exp. So till now we have printed the two of the polynomials along with its coefficients. So now the main part of the program of adding both the polynomials. So if the degree 1 is greater than degree 2, so in this example we have seen that we have taken the value of degree 1 to be 6, and the value of degree 2 is taken as no sorry the value of degree 1 is taken as 5 and the value of degree 2 is taken as 4. So obviously 5 is greater than 4, so we will be executing this block of statement inside the if condition. So for I equal to 0, I less than equal to degree 2, I plus plus. Here the test condition I less than equal to degree 2 is taken, so that among both the degrees, degree 1 and degree 2, the least degree is taken, because firstly we will be adding those elements whose powers are same. For example, if we have in the degree 1, in the polynomial 1, we can see there are 5 terms, that is till x bar 5, and in the polynomial 2 we can see there are 4 terms till polynomial x bar 4. So the x bar 4 in the polynomial 1 and x bar 4 in the polynomial 2, those elements would be added using this loop, and the leftover element, the leftover coefficient x bar 5 of degree 1 will be added or will be substituted in the same C array using the second loop, which will be starting from I equal to degree 2 plus I equal to degree 2 plus 1 till I is less than equal to degree 1. So I'll tell you once again the same. I'll execute the statement in once. I'll tell you the statement. So for I equal to 0, I less than equal to degree 2, which means that first the common terms are to be added, and after the common terms are added, the leftover terms are added to it using the second loop. So cm dot coefficient equal to a of I dot coefficient plus b of I dot coefficient, cm dot exp equal to a of I dot exp. Here we can see we haven't included plus b of I dot coefficient because the powers are same, be it x bar 4 of a of array or x bar 4 of b array. The x bar 4 term is same, so we have taken a of I dot exp, and we have taken m plus plus so as to increase the value, increase the number of terms of C array starting from 0 to so long as I is less than equal to degree 2. So using this loop we can see that the common terms have been added up of poly 1 and poly 2. Now as the common terms are added up, there are some of the remaining terms of polynomial 1 still there which have not been added up. For those elements to be added to the C array, we will be conducting a second loop. So for I equal to degree 2 plus 1, so the reason we have taken I equal to degree 2 plus 1 is because, see, suppose degree 1's value is now taken as 5. So degree 2 is, say, degree 2 is 4. So I will be starting from I equal to 4 plus 1, that is 5. And as long as I is less than equal to degree 1, 5 is less than equal to 5, I plus plus. So as long as we include all the elements that are remaining, we will be keep adding it to the C array. So as from the first loop we have already added up the common elements, from the second element we will be adding all the elements that were left off. So as long as I is less than equal to degree 1, so as long as the elements of the degree 1 are still remaining, and as long as they are not added to the C array, which is the new array, we will be keep repeating the process of the loop. So cm dot coefficient is equal to a of I dot coefficient, and cm dot exp equal to a of I dot exp, and m plus plus is used to increase the size while running the loop of the C array. So, and we'll complete the if condition, and this happens only if degree 1 is greater than degree 2. Now we'll see else condition, that is if degree 2 is greater than degree 1. So the process is all the same, we'll just replace the test conditions, that is for I is equal to 0, I is less than equal to degree 1, the same as we can see on the above code. For I equal to 0, I less than equal to degree 1, I plus plus, cm dot coefficient equal to a of I dot coefficient plus b of I dot coefficient, cm dot exp equal to a of I dot exp, m plus plus. The same happens, first we'll be adding all the common elements and using the second loop. For I equal to degree 1 plus 1, I less than equal to degree 2, I plus plus, as long as the leftover elements are not added, and in order to add those elements to the new array, that is C array, we'll be using the array starting from degree 1 plus 1, because in this else loop, we'll see that here degree 1 is less than degree 2. See, that's the reason it's else. So degree 1 is less than degree 2, so that's the reason we have taken here degree 1, and here that's the reason we have taken I is equal to degree 1 plus 1. So we'll be running cm dot coefficient equal to b of I dot coefficient. So here the leftover coefficients are being added to the cm dot coefficient. Similarly, the exponential is also getting added, and m plus plus for running the C loop. So now as both the polynomials are added and C is the resultant polynomial after addition, we need to print the C array. So as we have printed A and B array, similarly we will be printing the same C array. So expression after addition equal to modulus operator dot 1f C0 dot coefficient, which is x bar 0's value, the first term will be printing first, then till x bar 1 to x bar 5 we'll be using the for loop. So here the syntax is the same as we have seen in A and B, ci dot coefficient ci dot exp, and return 0. So this is the output, which will be, first we'll be taking enter highest degree of 5, x bar 0 is 1, x bar 1 2, x bar 2 3, x bar x cube 4, x bar 4 is 5, x bar 5 6. These are the coefficients 1 2 3 4 5 6, and we'll take the highest degree of poly 2 as well. So first we'll be printing both the polynomials, poly 1 and poly 2, that is expression 1, expression 2. So this way we can see, so this was the first term, this is the first term which was directly printed, and the remaining terms have been printed using the for loop. So expression after addition will be getting this printed in the same manner. Thank you.